I don't actually think I stopped recording then. I think I pressed the wrong button. Anyway, I am Carthage right here today, good sirs. The rules are no upgrades, max 5 of each unit type, no spamming of elite units, max 2 archers, max 4 cavalry, and if you're going to have a general's unit as cav, it has to be a general bodyguard unit. I have 5 Sacred Band Spearmen. I have 5 Sacred Legions. I have 1 Secret Police Enforcers. I have 2 Armored Archers, 2 Balearic Slingers, 1 General's Army Bodyguard, and 4 Sacred Band Cavalry. My opponent here, my opponent here has 5 Sacred Band, 5 Greek Sacred Band, I guess 5 Macedonian Hispaspices, how do you say it, 2 Cretan Archers, 3 Illyrian Slingers, 4 Macedonian Cavalry, and 1 Greek Noble Cavalry. He is the Macedonians, of course, and I am the Carthaginians. Anyway, in this battle, me and my ally are in one channel of a thing called TeamSpeak, which is this global, international thing online which you use to talk to people online, of course. And then our opponents are in a different channel in the same TeamSpeak IP. My opponent here is Gaul, and this one here is Seleucid, I think. Anyway, we will see what armies they use in a second. There we go. Oh, let's pause it. No. Anyway, my opponent here, who is Lopol, chosen swordsman, Gaelic warriors. Right, 1, 2, 3. Basically, swordsman, chosen warriors, Gaelic warriors, and these Keltai. And some more chosen swordsmen here, some more Gaelic warriors here. He has 2 units of druids. Then he has Raider Cavalry, Barbarian Noble Cavalry, Barbarian Chosen Warlord, more Barbarian Light Cavalry. Over here, this is Stalker. He has 5 units of these Seleucid Foot Guards, 5 units of these Silver Shield Legionaries, 2 units of these Illyrian Archers, 3 units of Pelthast, 2 units of these Cataphracts, 1 unit of General's Army Bodyguard, and 1 unit of Sack Chariots. I don't realise that he could have had another cavalry unit, otherwise he probably would have instead of those Peltasts or something like that. Anyway, at this moment we see that they're more like, we have the hill advantage and we see that they're deployed together a bit more. So I decide to run my men a bit closer towards my friend Will here. Will pulls up his Cretan archers forward to try and get into a skirmishing combat with Stalker's Syrian archers. Neat line there. At this point, I see Lopol moving his men to my right flank to try and make the hill advantage even on both sides. So I quickly run my men back to where they came from to try and keep the hill advantage, because I know that these Gaulish warriors, even though this isn't the right map, that they still have a chance of routing my infantry just because they are brilliant close quarters. With their brilliant close quarters, and also all of them are heavy. Some of the units can even throw Pilum as well, and you have 2 Druid units here which can chant throughout, and it's just everything combined can create a mass rout. I see his cavalry coming a bit too far away from his line, so I see to try and charge him, but unfortunately he is actually watching his cavalry and he retreats. So then I pull my cav back after a little chase. He forms some of his heavy units up here and others up here. Over here is a little archer skirmish lock between Stalker's Syrian archers and Will's Cretan archers. Obviously, Will's Cretan archers are winning. Excuse me. Then Will pulls up his 3 Illyrian mercenaries, which are these peltasts, but they're a bit heavier than normal peltasts. They have better shields and better armor. And they start throwing at the archers as well to get more kills against the archers to finish this skirmish more quicker. Anyway, on this side, Loppel decided to charge his, or kind of made his cavalry get a bit too close, and that made my archers able to shoot down on his cavalry. And you see how many kills they got. And that's with 2 units of archers on a hillside and getting a lot more kills against his swordmen. So, if you have the hill advantage and a very long-ranged archer unit like that, you can get quite a lot of kills. Also, my slingers are also firing as well, which is probably why I got so many kills on that. Anyway, then I switch my attention from those units to his archers here, which is when I start to lose my skirmishers and archers just because of this little attack. People don't realise this, but Forest and Warband are the best archers in the game. They normally have the longest range, sometimes not the best armor, but they have the longest range and the better archery stats. So they have the first shots in the game. But unfortunately for him, I have 4 long units, 2 archers and 2 cleric slingers, and he only has 2 long range units. At this point, he decides to charge here to move up all of his heavy infantry, or most of his heavy infantry, on my right flank. Which about the time I decided to bring my archers back, since his archers are basically dead. And also Stalker's lost 2 archer units. And I moved my saber band to my right. Over on this side, Will has moved up his Illyrian mercenaries and has killed all of the archers, and has been killing these Seleucid foot guards, and probably is more. Over here is a little cav fight. Will's cavalry is trying to get into one squad is getting into a locked combat, but he didn't realise that scythe chariots or chariots intentional can kill a cavalry squad off the bat like that. To kill a chariot squad, you have to just swarm them with cows so that they don't have enough room to fight. At this point, Loppel did the wrong thing here. He charged uphill and grouped all of his units together and attacked one of my units, which are in guard formation, which means my unit will not move forward. So they're going to stay there, move back a bit here and there, and just let his guys charge upwards on mine. And I'm letting all my other infantry throwing their peeler at his flanks and sides. Over here is a cav fight between my Sacred Band cavalry, Raider cavalry, Nobleman cav, and his chosen warlords. At this point also I am moving forward my Sacred Band, and at that point 2 rounds of barbarian cavalry happen. My allies' leader is dead. Loppel's general gets caught in the fray, and Loppel manages to keep alive 1 cavalry unit, but probably isn't keeping an eye on his flanks. At this point as well, I decide to move my Sacred Band to outflank Loppel's Geligoras from the rear. I've defeated the centre, and that unit gets caught by these 2 units, and this round happens, which will soon be a mass round, which will make a mass round create, whichever way you want to say it. This is the thing that you don't want to do playing in school. You do not want to clump your men together, or any barbarians actually, you do not want to clump your men together and charge 1 unit, especially uphill. And on this map, Gaul is not a very good faction to choose, because mass rounds will happen quite a lot. On the side he has his druids, which shouldn't be fighting if you're a barbarian faction. Anyway, on Will's side, Will's Illyrian mercenaries are going to be mass routed by chariots. smaller mounted chariots, but even so, and now the chariots are routed, and only one Illyrian mercenary squad is left. Over here, Will's cavalry is in contact with Stalker's cavalry and some of Stalker's peltast. The infantry, Stalker's infantry are moving in a very wide line, which is also another thing you do not want to do with phalanx infantry, is to make it a wide line as that, otherwise it makes it just too easy for your opponent to go through your pikes, since there's only, say, 2 pike per column. And also your lines can get easily disrupted like they did here. And foot guards are not the greatest unit to be locked in. They're a special unit. They should cruise morale and 4 men, but they would just use them the wrong way. Although they will stay in this fight for quite a while, but they won't be really getting any kills. Here, Will charges very well. Although Stalker isn't supporting his phalanx with his silver legionaries, he's moving them again with cavalry for some strange reason. That's the complete opposite of what you want to do. Over on this side, I just finished off Loppel's infantry. Mass charge. Loppel still has 1 cavalry in it. That's basically it for my Loppel's fight. On this type of map, which is the Syrian map or something like this, desert map of course, you do not want to use barbarian factions, and with these phalanx units, you do not want to use a phalanx like this, because not